How's it going, YouTube? We got Pat Mac here, coach of the Sacramento Sand Slash, playing in week 5 of the PBA up against Under the Radar, coach of the Maryland Torterrapins. You can see our team up above, their team down below, both teams' range and speed order, of course, as well as 6 Pokemon that we are bringing, and 6 Pokemon that I think Under the Radar is going to bring to our match. Part of the game plan here is definitely around hazards. I think it is very important for them and for me, or at least that we have several options for it. I have all the different kind of hazards, I guess no sticky webs, but spikes, T-spikes, rocks, and they have all those options as well. So I think that they're going to bring those to this match. And then pressure. They have a lot of pressure on their team. Like, there's so many Pokemon on their team that put so much offensive pressure on the game, and just like, it's going to be very difficult to check all of them. And so I have some plans for how I want to do it, but it's not necessarily going to be easy. And then Calm Mind Sylveon is essentially our win condition today. We don't necessarily have to get Calm Minds up, but we want to be able to deal a good amount of damage. I have a very defensive Sylveon, but with Calm Mind, we can obviously do some more damage. So anyway, we'll see what the Maryland Torterrapins decide to bring to the match today. All right, here we are in the match, and it looks like quite a few of what we thought was going to come is here. Of course, there's some pretty scary threats. Looks like there's no Screamtail, which is nice because that Pokemon was... yeah, that Pokemon is super defensive and so hard to break through, so kind of glad that I don't have to deal with that at all. However, Slitherwing is definitely a problem. That one is very strong, hits super hard, and all these physical threats put a lot of pressure on our team, in addition to having Chi-Yu here, of course. So, options for what I want to lead with. Hard to say for sure what the best option is going to be, because I could see several leads from their side, like Palafin, Yaskarada, Slitherwing, Chi-Yu, Fortress. Like, all of these would be good leads against the team, and so it's a little tough to know for sure what the best option is going to be for me. I think I want to lead something that is good against the physical threat, so I think I'm just going to lead Bloat and use that. Actually, I'm going to lead Bronzong. Oh, whoops. Leading Bronzong. Whoops. Ah! Oh gosh. Okay. Hopefully I can do this in time. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead Bronzong here. Bronzong was mostly here for like the Screamtail actually. So not having to deal with that is kind of nice. And then we'll see where we go from there. But good luck, have fun over to Kelly. Should be a pretty good game. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think Adamantine feels like the best choice. I like this actually. Flipper, that makes a lot of sense. I think here I might just get Rocks up. I kind of like that option. And yeah, because I expect like a flip turn. Yeah, flip turn makes sense. No reason for me to really do anything different. Maybe I can get some info off of that. Does it, is it banded? Is it whatever? And we'll figure some stuff out. This makes a lot of sense. So, yeah. How much damage did that flip turn do to me? This is an Adamant Bandit set, so... okay, so definitely not... Actually, that might be not banded. Actually, it did about 50. Okay, I think that is banded, actually. So when it's in, I'm going to expect for it to be going for a flip turn of some kind. Okay, so Overheat. And Overheat KOs. Okay. Are you Specs, then? Because I'm pretty defensive. Yeah, that... Okay, that's at least modest. I think I just go here and, yeah, I think I'm just going to go here, and U-turn feels like the play that I want to do here, because I just want to see what check they're going to go into. But we get our hazards up, which is nice, and we'll see where they go from there. Anything that I expect to switch in, for sure. Maybe the Fortress, but yeah, for sure they're swapping. But that did a ton of damage, wow. Yep, Garganacl, that makes sense too. So with Garganacl, I think I probably just need to go into Great Tusk and plan on Earthquaking. And that feels like a good choice. Yeah, well, let's just go Garg, we'll EQ, and we'll play the game from there. Leftovers, of course. Okay. Yeah, and I think EQ is just easily the best option here, so we'll just go for that. Just get the most amount of damage that we can. See how much damage we can put in on whatever decides to end up switching in. Who knows for sure what they'll decide to do, but I imagine that he swaps. I don't think he would stay in here. Yeah. Mothra. Okay, so this is the Slither wing. And probably don't do too much damage to this. Yeah. But I can also just Terra here and play rough. So I'm just gonna do that. And yeah, we should be able to take any kind of hit they go for, pick up the KO, and we should be in a pretty good spot. We'll see what they decide to go into next. I imagine it would be the GU, but we'll see. Doesn't look like there's a resist fairy. Okay, cool. So we pick up this KO, so that's nice. One less threat to deal with. Yeah, this is a pretty pretty fast game. We're playing on a longer timer now. Oh, thank God this is available, because chess timer is so much better than 20-minute timer that we've had. So see what they go into. Okay, GU, yeah, that makes sense. Are you boots? You are not boots. Awesome. So getting rocks up was a great situation to be in, and we're just gonna go Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon is meant to take hits from this, and do a pretty good job of it actually. So good situation to be in. Maybe I can get a better sense of what this GU set is, because I'm not quite sure what I saw from it. So Flamethrower from this. That did a lot. That did about 50%. That, okay, I think that is specs. Yeah, that's 100% specs. Now, based on the damage that we saw, I think I can just go for U-turn again, honestly. Does that make sense for what I want to do here? What switches in on this? I'm just gonna go EQ. Let's see if they stay in. If they don't, it's gonna be Fortress coming in. Fortress, I think this is what that is, right? Yeah. And I don't mind just going into my own Slither wing here. Or not my own Slither wing, my own Volcarona. I don't think I want to U-turn here though. Actually, they're okay. They're leftovers. So then I am gonna U-turn. I just wasn't sure what I was gonna see from them. I could also taunt this, but I don't think there's really a need to do that. Let's just U-turn. I imagine that they're going for like rapid spin or getting their own hazards up, and I kind of am okay with either one of those things happening, I think. Just because I have a way of getting rid of the hazards from coming up, so yeah, I think I'm in a fine position. Yeah, rapid spin, kind of assumed that would be the case. And I am not expecting this to stay in. What would they bring in against me? Probably the Garganacle, right? So I could probably just U-turn, right? Does it make sense to bring you to stay in at all? Maybe not. I don't think so. I think it's probably better for me to just U-turn here, because I don't think he swaps, or I don't think he stays in. Yeah. I considered staying in and just firing dancing. Flipper. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Now, from what I saw, I thought that this looked like it was banded damage from before, so I'm just gonna go into Quillfish, and then I'll get some damage on something, I think, or we'll go for actually a T-Spike. I kind of like how a T-Spike sounds. But I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be let's see, it's a hero form, and at level 50, this probably. Yeah, it's scary, don't get me wrong, like this can do a ton of damage. but it looks like flip turn isn't going to do quite as much as I care about, per se. So let's go for debating between a spike and a T-spike. I kind of like how a T-spike sounds. Let's go for a T-spike. And they do have Zen Headbutt. Okay. And that does a ton of damage. Okay, that's about what I would expect from this if it was banded. Right? Because if it's not banded, I take less than half? Yeah. Okay, so that's banded Zen Headbutt. We're just going to swap. We'll go into our immunity. What play would they make if they were calling that? I don't think it cares. I don't think I care. I'm just going to swap. Yeah, they swap too. They know what they're doing. And Quarry, who's that? Okay, that makes sense. This is a pretty safe switch into this spot right here. But I get my spike up. T-spike. I got my T-spike up. So I'm pretty happy about that. So they go into this Mon. I'm kind of okay to hit this, I think. Because I mostly need this for Chi-Yu. But I think I can just kind of hit this and kind of go from there. I don't mind a taunt either. Is that necessary though? Not really. I'm just going to EQ. Okay, we do a solid amount of damage. And they get Stealth Rock up. Okay, that seems fine. Do I want to go for another hit on this? Or do I want to get a U-turn off? Based on what we saw, I kind of think that they would consider going for a recover here. So I am going to taunt this one. And yeah, they can't use recover. Perfect. So in this instance, what's my best play? They could go for body press, but if they're if they're especially defensive, then I'm in a pretty good spot. But I actually 2-hit KO, so I don't mind actually going for an EQ, I think is how I want to do this. Alternative is if they body press. If they body press, does it make sense for me to do anything differently? Kind of want to EQ. I feel like that play makes a lot of sense. It's just a matter of what they're going to do. I'm going to U-turn. Yeah, U-turn here. Okay, I'm going to go into Great Tusk, and we're just going to EQ after that, I think. And I don't mind going into this one and just trying to hit this. Yeah, body press. Yeah, okay, cool. So expecting a body press, so we get that call right. And I think in this case I can just go for an EQ again. I could also spin the hazards away that are up, which doesn't sound like a bad idea. Do I need to spin them away though? I don't think I really need to spin them away. I'm just going to deal some more damage. Yep, that makes sense. Probably the Fortress here. Yep, Fortress. But if this is getting chipped down, then it really helps out our Sylveon. So, kind of okay with this. Yeah. Dang, God, this one is so defensive. It's so tough to take this one down. I think I'm just going to swap into same Mon again. And we'll be in a pretty good position, I think. Depends on what they end up doing, I guess. But now I know that they're willing to swap into Palafin on this. Yep, just Rapid Spin again. That makes a lot of sense. Now the question is, do I actually want to go for Fiery Dance against this, or do I want to go for like a Giga Drain expecting the Palafin? I actually kind of like the idea of going for Fiery Dance. Yeah, let's Fiery Dance this. If they go Palafin, that's okay. Let's see what they decide to go. I'm assuming Palafin? No, Nemo. Oh, that's the Chi-Yu. which would deal a ton of damage to me, to be fair. So the play is probably... What's the play? I kind of think the play is sack bloat. I think the play is sack bloat. Go into Taruk. I think that's my best option. I'm trying to think of what they would do. Yeah, I think just going into Taruk is fine. Just trying to think about what damage I would expect from them. But I think I'm good to take these hits. And they overheat, but I don't think I die to 2 overheats. Whew, that's a ton of damage though. But it's enough that I think I can roost this damage off right here. Yeah, we'll just roost off this damage. Because I don't think they're Scarf. I thought they were specs. Cool, all right, good position. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're specs. And what are they gonna go for? I've revealed that I have taunt. I've also revealed U-turn and some other stuff. Being able to restore this health though puts me in a pretty good spot. I like this as a good switch into GU now. But I think going U-turn is fine. I can just go back into Volcarona, honestly. So let's do that again. And yeah, I just don't know what they're gonna do at this point. I could also go into this and like get hazards up, but I don't think it makes sense against this mon. I'd much rather use the Quillfish kind of sacrifice for something else. Yeah, that makes sense. Heavy Slam. Okay, and we pick up the burn. Okay, that's actually really nice. So this is potentially something that I can set up with on Sylveon now. Now that I'm thinking about this, because I think Sylveon, if I have a burn on this, I should be pretty good. I don't think I need to preserve health on this per se. I think I can just go for damage. So let's Fiery Dance. Yeah, let's Fiery Dance. I think he's probably deciding whether or not he wants to keep this mon. And if he does, maybe I get a chance to set up some hazards. But it's honestly, it's more likely that I don't get any hazards set up. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're gonna pick up this KO. That's gonna be an easy choice. And obviously special attack race is nice, but in the end it's not gonna matter very much because yeah, he's got some stuff that is gonna scary. So he goes Nemo, that makes sense. I think I'm fine to... Do I need this mon for anything? Ooh, that's a really good question. This was here to mostly pressure the hazard setters. I think I have the tools for everything else that's on his team, so I'm kind of okay to... I almost want a Morning Sun. Yeah, I almost want a Morning Sun. In case I live the hit, which I don't think there's any way I do, but just kind of thinking through the idea if that... Yeah, let's Morning Sun. If they overheat, maybe I can go Sylveon. Yeah, can I go into Sylveon now? Because now that they're at -2... Okay, real question actually is how much damage does Palafin do to me? So I'm gonna check that real quick and decide. Okay, actually Wave, oh my god, Wave Crash can Oko me. That's so dumb. I could go here and I'm in a pretty good spot to just EQ, I think. I could also just U-turn. Both of those would be in a pretty good position for me. I could actually also just Hyper Voice, which I don't hate. Yeah, I could literally just Hyper Voice with this. Because now that this is overheated, it's at -2 special attack. I think my game plan is actually to Hyper Voice. I think I probably need damage on the Palafin. Okay, this is fine with me. Why? Okay, that was way more damage than it should have done. Why is that doing so much? That was... What? How did that do so much? Oops, wrong one. Because they were at -2 from overheat, right? That's insane. Did they get a crit and I just didn't notice it? They must have, right? God, okay. Meowscarada is a little tough for me to switch in on here. Okay, debating on what I want to do. Now this... Dang, yeah, this dealt way more damage than I needed to. There's a chance that I can live if they're not boosting item. I kind of like the idea of just going bloat. Yeah, this is the time to sack bloat, I think. I guess, oh, maybe I could have protected. Maybe I should have protected, actually. Getting intimidated will be nice. Yeah, I wonder if I should have protected there. Yeah, because there's Flower Trip. I could also go into... I think I could go into Great Tusk, actually. Yeah, I can go into Great Tusk. And that probably puts me in a pretty good position. What move would I want to go for, though? That's the question. Okay, we're trying to get to an endgame. I need to think about this a little bit more. How much do I do to Palafin? If they're... So they're potentially choice banded. I think they're choice banded 100% actually. Palafin... Ooh, Palafin actually takes hits fairly well. Even with like no bulk. God, that Pokemon's so bulky. So the question is what I want to do here. I think it's to... I think I want to hit them. But it's with what move do I want to hit them with? I feel like it's Play Rough is the best choice. Could also go for Rapid Spin. And I get rid of hazards. Let's go ahead and hit them with Play Rough. Okay, so good to know. They're not choiced in any way. And I'm going to expect... Oh, they're Life Orb. I think I missed that they were Life Orb earlier. Yeah, so we'll just hit them, and then I think... Koryu, that's the... Yeah, that's you. Yeah, we'll just EQ on this play. There's no real reason to do anything different. And then what's the option from here? So they have Palafin and Meowscarada, right? Faster than both the options I have. And Flipper. Now, I take a Wave Crash. Does it make sense for me to get damage on this? If I get damage on this, then it puts it... I think it puts it in range of Roaring Moon EQ. Actually, it might not. And then Meowscarada... Ooh, Meowscarada I might clean up the endgame, actually. Okay, so then... okay, I think I need Great Tusk around. I think I need to go into Roaring Moon. Yeah, let's go Roaring Moon. And then I guess... Oh man, Wave Crash endgame looks so bad for me. Did I need... I think I needed to... They Jet Punch. Wait, do I take another one of those? That looked like it did less damage than I was expecting it to. Oh wait, maybe not. That might have been what I was expecting. I can... Oh, what is my play here? I think I need damage on... If I don't think they... I don't know, what are they gonna do? Do I roost here? Then they go Meowscarada, but that probably just kills me with Play Rough. Or they attack again. How much does Sylveon take? Sylveon takes a ton of damage from this move. I'm gonna roost here. They swap. Oh, okay. God, what if I had just... Oh, why didn't I... I could have U-turned. I would have... Oh, man, I could have U-turned on this. I could have U-turned on this play. Oh, that would have been such a good position for me. Oh, that would have been such a good position if I U-turned. Okay, I think I'm gonna sack Sylveon here. That's so rough. I really think I should have just U-turned. If I had U-turned, I feel like I'd be in a really good spot. They U-turn. That makes sense. I swap. I figure out what they lock into. Maybe they don't have Play Rough, or they expected a swap from me, or thought they killed. Maybe health on this might be okay, actually. Let's go ahead and protect, see what they lock into. We'll get a little bit of rough coverage recovery, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And then I can make a more informed decision here. But let's just protect. Figure out what they want to do. He's also been playing super fast. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the timer at all, but yeah, it's going quick. All right, so if he's flip turning, I think I'm probably still sacking this, actually. That's a really lame situation to be in, but I think that I still just have to sack this. And since they go into Meowscarada next, I need to bring in Great Tusk. And on... Yeah, against the Meowscarada, then... I guess I just go for Play Rough. It's too bad I wasn't able to keep any hazards up. Yeah, too bad I wasn't able to keep any hazards up. But with Great Tusk, Play Rough is easily the play. Dang, I feel like my timer is so low. I must be playing like super slow. Yeah, it's easily a Play Rough play here. And then maybe I have enough. We'll see. We'll see for sure. But we're getting some more chip damage on them, which makes me think there's maybe a world where I can hit with like yeah. Ooh, I don't know. This is still a difficult situation. Because we deal a ton of damage to Palafin, but I think Palafin just KOs us here, and then I'm not in a great spot. Maybe, actually. Hold up. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I can Play Rough again. Yeah, let's Play Rough again. Ooh, maybe I should have EQ'd. Oh, I'm faster. Oh my god, what? Okay, that I was not expecting at all. I thought for sure I was going to be slower. Because I'm not max speed. I'm not max speed at all, so he must have like no speed investment. Yeah, wow, he is like almost 0. So went like bulky banded. Okay, well, I mean, obviously that's a great position for me. And I think this probably lets us clean up. Wow, okay, I did not expect that. That's obviously amazing. So let's just Play Rough, pick up our KO, and be done. But he shouldn't be able to KO with anything, as far as I know, at least. We'll see, I guess, but I'm assuming Grass Terra? That would make the most amount of sense, right? Yeah, Grass Terra. Grass Terra Flower Trick doesn't look like it does half to me. Well, with Life Orb it should do more. Let's see how much damage this does. Alright, well, let's find out. Do we take this hit? Whew. Okay, just barely. We'll take that. Just barely is still taking it. Alright, and this should do the job. All right, perfect. Okay, so we pick up the 2-0 victory. Really good game over to Under the Radar. That was a pretty crazy game. Like, his team put on so much pressure, and I felt like he made some really good switches and really good calls. But we managed to pull it off because, yeah, Great Tusk is freaking awesome. And honestly, being able to win that speed war against the Palafin put us so that we could actually take the hit. And obviously that was a really good situation to be in. So really well played over to him. If you'd like to see some more of our content, definitely stick around, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one.